Well, hello. This is Jeff with Final Boss, getting a brief bit of writing ready to go here. So I'm going to first do a writing exercise to warm up. So in this one, I'm picking a sentence. I already have it picked out. That's pretty good. That's interesting. So I'm going to start with this here sentence. I'm going to move this down. I'm going to start with this here sentence and then write my version and then go from there. So kind of figuring that all out. Welcome, Jesse. See you joined there on Periscope. How goes it? Off we go. So this goes down to the sentence structure, which we can see a playmate had sprung up from the ground near the gully where the good rocks grew. So that's a right branching, and they began engaging a compound, and they began engaging themselves against themselves again. So kind of some wordplay here. Lessons of arch and trajectory, the specific nature of things, spinning farther today than yesterday in that white Rhine sky until one rock left the child's fingers, while his mind was on something else, this rock on course that even the playmate ceased fire to regard. So it's like the beginning of something. So they start by throwing rocks. This is kind of right branching with compound. Some of those general sentence things. Make sure I'm. Let me think. What else do I want to keep in that? Yeah, two right branching sentences joined with conjunction and. Second is the focus. The second builds and turns. I'm not finishing what happens. Yeah. Okay. So some alliteration, some unfinished thoughts. I might use the. What's up, Smish Mosh? How's it going? Or the Allison Parker. I can call you by your true name now. How's life? Hope all is well. Hope life is good. Keeping it real. Doing a little bit of a writing exercise today, which is actually not a bad idea to do for screenplays as well, which is getting a sentence, like a source sentence on top. So you can see that sentence on the top of the sheet, and then doing my edit of it or rewriting it in my own work. So it's kind of a fun way to experiment and try some new structured things. So a lot of people will do this with, usually sentence stuff. But I'm good. I'm good. How's life for you? I always get to the emails whenever table read is on, then I'm at work, and then I cry. Oh, it's sad. But I want to come see you guys soon. So soon I shall join thee. Anywho, I'm going to try to do some imitation. So, yeah, I'm sorry. Here's on top. And Log won the big contest. Nice! I did not know that. That's awesome. Congratulations. That is so cool. Well done. You did a lot of hard work on that, and it paid off. And wow, did it ever pay off? Great work. What's the prize? 1K. Nice. You can do like a super hustle like short film of it, or maybe like the first chapter. Well done. Man, I gotta start submitting my crap to contests. I've been kind of lazy. I haven't done screenplays in a while. Shame, shame. Canadian Film Fest. That's so awesome, Log 1. That is so cool. Man, I gotta get back to writing. I've been getting on screenplays again. Oh well, it was your story. There's, that was all you. I feel like it was, you put a lot of hard work into that, and I'm tickled that any edits hopefully we gave helped. But that was a lot of rewriting and a lot of work and sweat and blood on your side. So congratulations, and well done. And if anybody asks for edits, let me know. Me and Dan, we got a new boss. We got a Dan boss now. But this is a good technique in terms of practice. First advice. Oh, well, thank you. Editors just love to hear those nice things. But thank you. I'm glad it helps. Writing is fun. But that's awesome. That is so cool. I'm like excited. Like my heart's going faster because I'm so excited. That's awesome. I know. We gotta keep my cool. Can't get emotional. Arms tight. All right, heave yourself up on the top level of the tower, twisting. I'm gonna do some fast exercises tonight, and a few fun things. So we'll see what happens. That is so cool. I'm gonna tell Fox actually real quick, because she will be excited to hear that, and so will. Let me see. Also. Yeah, I'm G-chatting her because she's not on Twitch right now because she's working. But it's fantastic. That is so cool. Arms tight. All right, heave yourself up to the top level of the tower. Shoving your hands deep into the mechanism. Still reaches the computer installed within. It's new sprinted honey you have set for her. Golden wire. Oh, nice. Killer wood. Really famous for sticky drippings of lumber, Scott Wood over screen. I love that whoever wrote this article is just a dirtbag. It's hilarious. Or maybe you wrote it yourself. Okay, good. Johnny Bunning. Okay. I was like, that'd be awkward. With the Harold Green Book Fund to help develop a great slice of Kinnick cinema. That's pretty amazing. That is so good. So are you gonna actually produce it? Are you gonna try to put it together and do like a low budget, like see what happens? Yeah, Fox is eating some food, but she says she'll jump on the chat in a second and say hello and congratulations. But she was like super pumped. You did good work, Twitch, Smish or Allison, whatever the preferred nomenclature is now. I remember there was a time when like I was in like middle school where I decided that like you don't call me Jeffrey, call me Jeff. And I have a distributor and producer working on putting together the money in hopes of making woo. You can still tell me squish. It's alright. Okay, just checking. I know it's a big deal. Arms tight. Alright, heave yourself up to the tower's top, shoving her wrist deep into the mechanism she ordered for you to solve from the lab. Shoving her. Still reaching for the computer and installed the engineer sprinted below. Landing for the trap set. Sammy's golden wire. Spire. The key is not take the reader where he wants to go. That's very true. Anyways, I'm going to read this out loud and then move on to the next thing. Arms tight, Arya heaved herself up to the tower's top and shoving her wrist deep into the mechanism. She ignored Fury's calls from the lab below, still reaching for the computer installed within as engineers sprinted below, hunting for the trap set for her. Sammy's golden wires glimmering to short the spire out. Burning bright metal light with a little girl counting the seconds. Try to do more alliteration and rhyming in that than normal. Usually something I never try is to alliterate and rhyme in prose, but it has its power. All right. Now that is done. Now I got to figure out. I'm going to try to do a few little shorts. A few little shorts. Oh, hello, Fox. How's the library life? The slow clap. Yeah, very impressive indeed. Yep, congrats. Congrats. Congrats indeed. Boodly doodly doo. Let's see here. So, there's a few things I was going to try. Stream of consciousness. I was going to do a little stream of consciousness stuff tonight. How's the library, Foxy? There's the short sentence. Shut up, story. Let me see. Debating. Okay, so I'll let you guys vote. So what should I start with? The kickoff of a startup short story, a stream of consciousness story, or or like a contract killer one. Home now, brain is melted. Oh, you made it home though. That's good. That's good. One more slide deck, Danielle. One more slide deck. You can keep going. You're tough. You got this. Just kidding. But once I tell the Foxy Lady to do something, she is not. She will refuse. Yeah. Let's see. I might do the stream of consciousness one here. Try that out. Or one long sentence. The contract killer. All right. It's about a guy. It's going to be one long sentence. So it'll be about a guy who discovers his girlfriend is a contract killer. But Brian Kent, what's up? I might. Man, I almost need a cup of coffee or a vape, but I lost my vape. So sad. Well, no, nothing to do but start. Let's see. So I'm trying to make one long sentence. Glaucoma, nailed it. It's true. It's true. God tier, Brian. God tier. Nailed it indeed. How's your finals week going? I should actually give you a timeout because you should be studying for class because I know finals week is crazy. This, I'm in grad school for creative writing, so this counts as my homework. But if you need to be writing, Brian, write. Or if you need to be doing grad school stuff, if you're not. I used to kill who worked. She told me big blue eyes, wide, irresistible eyes. I sat down. And my own damn eyes wide, returning a puppy dog stare with a very rightful shock. Yeah, hair and beard cut. Yeah, the full removal. Who are you? What have you done with Final Boss? I am his evil twin, Fraulein. No. An evil boss's evil German twin. Hello. There are two peoples working my lesson and in my nonfiction piece. I just want some downtime to watch a stream without someone bothering me. Fair enough. Fair enough. I apologize. I assumed, which makes assumption, which makes assumptions out of everybody. So I'm gonna try to make this sentence a page long sentence. When was the last time you writers have written a page long sentence? It's really hard, but it's good practice. Good for the soul. It is really cleaner than usual. Somehow, Final Boss doesn't look like a homeless person anymore. Strange. Is this going to be a new trend in Final Boss's future? Doubtful. Doubtful. I already was like debating on whether I should like shave it clean again tonight, but then my laziness took over, and I was like, maybe I'll just trim it back down tomorrow because I'm gonna try to keep it short for a little bit due to the Foxy Lady's very request. But you know, it's already getting scruffy. It's a problem with faces; you have to keep shaving them. This is my end game. I want to look like a surprisingly homeless who's surprisingly well fed. That's good. That was my end game for a while. Are you listening to birds? No, I have this like little fire going thing. It happens to be little bird sounds. I'm actually turn it down. It's kind of getting obnoxious. But yeah, that is a source of the creepy bird sounds. So yeah, I'm not crazy. I'm a little crazy. A little bit crazy. A little weird. Yes. Yeah. I'm not as weird as you thought. I'm actually weirder than you thought. So don't worry. It's like fire on a beach is nice. Yeah, it's super relaxing. Kind of like lets you not feel like you're sitting inside just riding on your couch for like hours on end without going crazy. But, you know. I mean, who struggles with that, right? Right? Anyways. I'm going to have to... This is tough. Trying to write a page-long sentence here. A page-long sentence. The police didn't take her to the impound or whatever they put. Take her. Easy ticketing, they put drizzle. Yeah, this is actually me coping with Fox being a contract killer. That she's not going to pharmacy school. You don't just learn lethal injections in pharmacy school. Yeah. This may be my reaction if I discover that Fox is a contract killer. I'm trying some style techniques and a little fun writing prompt. Yeah, there was a prompt that was like, what would you do if you discovered your girlfriend was a contract killer? And so I decided to take that one down. So what's the going rate for a murder these days, Foxy Lady? Be right back and get some WhatsApp. Just so you all are prepared, there's about a 70% chance that about after this story, I may take the stream out to my porch and smoke a pipe while I write, which I feel like would really complete the ambiance of Final Boss for the better. So anyways. $0.50 a pop. I miss smoking my pipe. I know. I had a vape, Brian Kent, which was really sad. And my vape, I went to a team event for my team at work, my marketing team, and I had my pipe, I had my vape, and then it fell out of my pocket, and so now I have to smoke outside, or else. That's also why I'm in pharmacy school. Yeah, she doesn't want. She wants to get out of the game. I actually been longer than 6 years without cigarettes now. That's amazing. I never smoked a vape. I smoked cigarettes for years, but then quit almost 6 years ago, and I smoked a pipe for 3 years. I think since then. That's pretty god tier. That's a very tough transition to make. I know a few people who've mentioned, having to quit smoking, and that's like brutal. Brutally difficult, but commendable for those who have the mental fortitude and strength to do so. So thou art commended. Thou art commended, sir. Cool. Onkbot's got some more stuff. They were sending me little messages. Remember, guys? You can always get some of these freebies. That's a classic. It's a classic. I don't want to. I'm kind of nervous to read this back because I'm almost certain it will be inarticulate. All right. I'm kind of curious to read this one enormous sentence and see if it works. I used to kill people for work, she told me, big blue eyes wide, irresistible eyes, as I sat there, comma, my own damn eyes wide, returning her puppy dog stare with, well, very rightful shock. And I leaned back. I think it should be. I leaned back in my beat to hell couch. I'm going to hyphenate that. This is not. I leaned back in my beat to hell couch, looking up at the ceiling, wondering if I could get put in jail. What's up, sir? How art thou? How's your workout? Nice. Twisting with old Fox. What's that? Is it twisting with old Fox? Yeah.
Hey, it's Twitch stream.
Just right into Twitch streaming.
Sometimes you gotta ride into Twitch stream.
It's good life. I used to kill people for work, she told me, big blue eyes wide, irresistible eyes. I sat there, my own damn eyes wide, returning her puppy dog stare with, well, very rightful shock. And I leaned back in my beat to hell couch, looking up at the ceiling, wondering if I could get put in jail for dating someone who'd been a contract killer, hoping that maybe the police would just escort her from the building, and at least then I wouldn't have to deal with it, come to grips with her pretty face smiling down on the corpse of some mafioso idiot who couldn't pay his debts or slept with the boss's daughter or shot someone's dog, or was that the movie? Or who knows? It was her that pulled the damn trigger, and if the police did take her to the impound or wherever they put troublesome mafia contract killers who happened to be my girlfriend, leaving me sitting on this damn beat-to-hell couch staring after her and watching the blue-red lights drift down the street, turn left on Elm and melt away among the suburban homes all filled with people who weren't contract killers for the damn mafia. But I cared, and I could figure this out. Even if she doesn't turn herself in, and please no, but even if she stays in the business, I could make a few mental adjustments and remind myself it wasn't so bad, that she was still a great person, and well, the past was the bloody past. Blowing jackasses who slept with the boss's daughter halfway across the Santa Monica Pier in a crowd with damn kids nearby, blowing this guy's brains out, that was all the past, and no kids were harmed, because she was a damn good shot, and she didn't do women or kids anyways, those were the rules. So it all really comes down to me, and if some schmuck like me working in a coffee shop can come to grips with the fact that the girl he thought worked at Nordstrom's, that the girl he thought was Nordstrom's cashier. Actually, what's up, Kyle? Welcome. The girl he thought was a Nordstrom's cashier actually was making $50K a hit, but those days are behind her, and yes, it probably would have been good to know this a bit earlier, but nobody tells someone on their first date that they shot mafia jackasses who hooked up with the boss's daughter and blew their brains out across the Santa Monica Pier. Yes, she was that detailed. For all she knew, I could have been a narc, and if I had been, well, that first date would have ended with a nice glass of wine and a hole in my head and a cinder block tied around my waist. My cold waist, so I would drift far enough down the coast so the other narcs wouldn't know she'd iced me. But I guess you have to push through stuff like this now and then. And at least she doesn't have a gun pointed at my head as she tells me. It could always be worse. She tells me everything. And at least she's being honest. When do you do the proofreading? Good question, Kyle. I normally will do that on the weekends. So most of the editing happens on the weekends. There's a queue, so you can always send in your work. I don't know if it will actually go to Periscope, but it's final.boss.editing@gmail.com. finalboss.editing@gmail.com. You can always send in your work, and we will edit it in a queue if you are a writer. Are you a writer, Kyle, or are you more, a reader or a gamer? Gamers are good too. Anyways, and welcome, Cat Dog. I just saw you jumped in. How are you? Long time no see. It's been many moons. At least she's being honest now. At least she's brave enough not to shoot. What's up with the bosses? So I guess I have to admit the truth. I'm in love with the. Yeah, I forgot you changed your name. Well, doing well, Cat Dog. And so you write all three, Kyle. I'm all three. Most of the writing is in college, though, not for pleasure. Ah, I see. Do you want to do any fiction writing, or mostly just focus on the papers and stuff? I'm pretty meh right now. Family member. Ooh, dude, I'm so sorry to hear that, Cat Dog. You're in our thoughts and best wishes. So sorry to hear about your loss. That sucks. Figure you change your name. Good, good. Yeah. We'll keep you in our thoughts and prayers over here, Cat Dog, and for your family as well. And hope you enjoy the stream. A nice, hopefully, respite from all that stuff, because I know the title. So this is there's one. Boom. Okay, so I may walk out to that beautiful porch, smoke a pipe, and do the next one. So I'll be right back. I'll be right back. The stream will continue, so don't worry. There won't be anything crazy happening, but I'm just going to make my pipe and enjoy this evening. Some shit still up there. I don't need this. I apologize. It's a little bit like moles that have been. That's just cruise. Who's the carrying your game right now?
So probably David.
Cotton? Did you get some like OP shit?
Well, he's the first one to get 2 attacks go around.
Oh yeah. Is that? I guess that does happen with most.
Happens around like level 6 or 7 for most bosses. Yeah.
Alright. Put this one off. Jackets. Socks. for some piping and streaming.
It's just turned itself off. I don't know what it should.
Oh, I would just press the start button really long. That's weird. I can fuck over there. I did. Oh, that's weird. Our washing machine's being weird. Later, Brian Kent. Take care. Sorry about the delay. I don't know why I suddenly say your full name now, but it seems appropriate. All right. All right. Well, there's the contract killer girlfriend story for all its glory. This is my pipe. I don't know if you guys can see too well. Sort of see. Yes, you can indeed. Ooh, an outside stream, I know. I finally have a porch at long last. The outside streams used to never be a thing. Now the future is here. Yeah, I know, I'm actually kind of surprised. I'm looking for a little camera. So, pipe here. Tobacco. Happiness. How's life in Sacramento? Besides some of the stuff. Let me get a doesn't matter. I'm gonna pack this one pretty light because I don't want to smoke too much. Does anybody have any? So Allison has an awesome announcement that her screenplay log won a contest, which is fantastic. So her hard work has paid off, and she's gonna try to produce it, which is super exciting. I want to watch log and be like, that is awesome, and see a murderous log. It sounds absolutely super cool. And I know it's changed a lot since I read it last, I believe. But in any case, little cousin's birthday, that's pretty awesome. We have to relight a few times here. It's kind of windy. Okay, so I think the next one I'm going to do. BRC in a second, Cat Dogs. I think the next thing I'm going to do is a stream of consciousness start to the novel. Just to see how that sounds. Actually, it's like a pipe holder. Because I just have to hold it in my teeth like a badass. mean, this is the most authentic writing stream you've probably ever seen. This is how it really is, guys. Delightful. This is gonna keep me awake for the rest of the stream. What if the truth is a lie? What if the truth is a lie? I might actually get my headphones here. Unless you guys can hear me okay. Can you guys hear me okay? If so, then I won't worry about it. You can hear good? All right. Bless you. Thank you. Thank you. That's how I actually test stream delay. Put this down for just a moment. Good thing about pipes is they just are good for a while. I can keep it upright. Fine. Are you doing another rewrite, boss? No, today I'm doing a few writing exercises. So I'm just trying a few different styles. So one is did a one sentence story up here. I can actually send you guys the link because I'm not super stressed about this. Yeah, whisper me and I can whisper you the link. Let me see if I can do this in Twitch. There you go. If anybody else wants it, let me know. No problem. But yeah, so the tops, these are like 3 different responses that each have like a different genre. So one is like stream of consciousness, one is like this is kind of stream of consciousness, but so one more, like the thing is like the one sentence approach. Yeah, but I'm trying to do the intro of my story in stream of consciousness to see how it feels. If you see anything I should change in the first story or any weird hiccups, let me know. I do know that it is one massive sentence and it's kind of messy, so that is expected. Interesting. Isn't it fire for that, so no excuses. It's a problem with not having a tamper. I'm gonna just dragged on. Yeah. That's the thing. It's not always gonna work out, but you gotta always take risks and try new things with your writing. Yeah, it's a fun one. Just hold on to this and let it. Every time I set it down, it starts going out. There's my little coal. Ooh. Set that down. That'll not go out, hopefully. Yeah, if it does, who cares? All the barons, and there's a bunch of joy in paradise. How wonderful it is. Resurrected. Resurrected pipe. What if the truth is a lie? What if indeed? Wrong button. Quiet night tonight. Have the ocean over here. Nice pipe. Can't argue with that. Let's go to Restreamio. Every time I see a .io channel, I always say Restreamio. Unable to connect to Picarto. Oh well. I'll fix that later. It's not bad. They're coming for the riders first. Interesante. Taking surprise for him. Boss, if you're an actor, I feel like you could play Moriarty like in Sherlock. Thank you. I'm sure Fox would agree. I do weird impressions for Fox, and she gets very uncomfortable. I don't know if she's still there. Foxy lady, are you still there? She's off showering or something. But yeah, she does a lot of. She has to put up with me making a bunch of faces and being very silly. You know, if they just give me, a job as a famous actor, I guess I'll take it. Like, you know what? We're gonna make this guy. Yeah, he's freaky. I do the impression of Jack from The Shining. This.
Wendy, explain something to you. Whenever you come in here and interrupt me, you're breaking my concentration. You're distracting me. And it will then take me time to get back to where I was. Understand?
Yeah.
Fine. And we're going to make a new rule. Whenever I'm in here, you hear me typing. Whether you don't hear me typing, what the fuck you hear me doing in here, when I'm in here, that means that I am working. That means don't come in. Do you think you can handle that?
Yeah.
Fine. Why don't you start right now and get the fuck out of here?
Yeah, so I'll joke about me being a crazy writer and reenact that scene, and then Fox will freak out. And rightfully smack me on the head. The caravan driver will have a nice little ticking surprise waiting for him. Yes, sir. A nice little surprise for the damn piece of ring will help me. Leaving us. Oh yeah, The Shining's a classic. The Shining's really good. It's pretty dark. But it's good. The Shining is quite delightful. It is, yeah, the Chinese a good one. Anonymous Nyan Cat. I'm guessing the anonymous neon cat is you. Also, if anybody else wants to see the progress, let me know. Just send me a whisper. Send me a whisper, and I'll send you the docs link for this. These few pages. This bit for water. Bum ba dum bum bum bum. The neon cat. I think we got some. Bam, not anonymous anymore. Damn, well played. Ah, yes indeed. You are there. Dear cat dog. Yeah, I like non-cat more too. That's so cool. I didn't know they did that. It's pretty special. It's pretty special. They got all these Twitch Prime special offers. Reach and clear when full game added to your Twitch account. Twitch desktop app. Huh. Well, gotta find out what that's about. I mean, because if it will distract me from writing, it's well worth it. So fascinating. All the things. Used to be the curse launcher. Interesting. So they're trying to go the Steam route, which is fascinating. It makes kind of sense, but hard to beat Steam. Hard to beat Steam these days. Steam is pretty godlike in its ability to print money. Black City's dropping it off. I did shave. I'm free of my beard. Though it's already getting scruffy again, which is a little bit sad. So maybe it might be back before long. I'm going to try to shave a few more times because I know the Foxy lady is not like or she likes the unshaven boss, but she prefers a switch these days. And I'm like, you know what? Whatever floats the boat. If it makes the lady happy, I'll shave. I won't go bald. I won't ever shave this unless I feel like it. But the Foxy lady is the boss lady. That's why she's Lady Boss. I think the beard looked great. Thank you. I liked the beard, but you got to switch things up. It's the good part about I think being a guy is that with a few quick strokes of a razor, your face changes completely. I think Foxy likes the beard, but I think she likes change. It's just like she's like, oh, I'm dating a whole different person now, which is awesome. I told Fox to shave her beard, but she refused. She says, you don't own me. She has this beard. I had a beard for years, first and last time I shaved. Yeah. That was gray, yeah. Goes quick. Goes quick. I like the beard. It's true, you gotta switch it up. Constant vigilance. That's like the Harry Potter thing, right? Constant vigilance and discipline. Never. Mad Eye Boss. Oh, that's right. Mad Eye Moody. That is right. Constant vigilance, Harry. You never know when there's an imposter wearing your skin. Oh, that's right. I do remember. How's it going? I was driving down the Pacifica, which I'm currently enjoying. Can't see the ocean from here, but yeah. How's it going? How is your streaming coming along? I remember you were doing some League of Legends streaming, if I remember correctly. But yeah, the writing is going well. Happy to send over the the little Google Docs link over a Whisper if you want to see. I'm doing a few different writing prompts today, just to kind of exercise, kind of like going to the gym and trying to like max out. To try a few different techniques like stream of consciousness or writing everything in one sentence, stuff like that. So it's kind of a fun exercise to do. It's good for the soul, I believe. How are you? How's your how's life? Boodly doo 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 doodly doo doo doo. Haven't started yet asking around about things to look for and get. I'll probably start as a melee streamer, but everything's good. Actually going back down to SF this weekend. Nice. One game I've been playing a lot lately, which is Battlerite. I might actually play a little bit of that at the end of this stream, if I finish on time, because Battlerite's really fun. Smash! Yeah, it's true. You guys gotta give DigiWare a follow, everybody. Another SF San Francisco streamer. And he's probably better at video games than me, because I'm terrible at video games. I just like to suck at them online, where everybody can see how terrible I am. I have clothes, looking for a hat or more. It's too much for that. Tell me a story and make it a good one. Ah, Casey, how are you, good sir? Welcome to the stream. Just enjoying a nice Pacifica evening here. If you want, I can kind of share the work in progress here. I've been whispering it to those who wish to see. This is a writing exercise. And pretty much what I'm doing is a few things. So the first section, or the first exercise I did up here, is writing one long sentence, kind of in a stream of consciousness style, one story that's just one sentence complete. And the other one is down below, and that is doing like stream of consciousness in my story world, just trying to test it out, see how it feels, or at least closer to stream of consciousness, less narrator filtering, more like the characters' voices controlling it. And then the last one, I'll probably try to do like a little just fun startup thing and see what happens, like kind of a epistolary. To be honest, unless they're really odd. Tamp this down a little bit here. Ooh. Did you finish the sci-fi? No, I haven't. I have not finished the second draft yet. I'm just taking a little break tonight because this is for class. So I'm still doing grad school on the side, so yeah, I gotta do classwork. But this is kind of a fun exercise I figured I'd share. But I'm gonna get a nice little pipe and some writing in the evening to make things oh so okay. How's your writing coming along, Casey? I know your novel has been a journey as always. You always describe it so poetically as like molasses. I didn't say hi, indeed. Look at that, community's forming. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna fill up some water. All right, off to the races here. Literary constipation for the slow win. That's the way it goes. That's the life. That's the life we've chosen, Casey. Foolish as we are. It's the beauty of Twitch Creative. Bringing people together. Huzzah. Huzzah indeed, huzzah. Man, I gotta say, the evening pipe, while doing a little bit of writing, doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt. Feels good. Just joyful. Source of joy. Also, don't forget to check out Script Shadow if you're looking for some good writing stuff. New screenplay reviews out. I hope you guys are familiar with this. This looks pretty cool. Good source. All right. And also, if anybody watching wants to read or get the little Google Doc link, view only, of this, what we're working on tonight, the little exercises we're doing, let me know. I'll do a little. I'll tell you what I'm doing in each one of them. Stream of consciousness. Ugh. There you go. That'll give a little bit more clarity. I don't think I ever meet someone in my area. It's true. It's kind of crazy. I don't know if I ever met someone like in like my general vicinity either, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. I should just ask and be like, "Hey, who here?" That's true. I use my normal Gmail, but it's okay. I think most people here are pretty mellow. I think most everybody has figured out my real name by now, sadly. Especially Allison Parker. I remember they gave me a lot of crap about that because they were like, "Oh yeah, we know." And I was like, "Really? You know?" And they're like, "Yeah, we know." They found my screenplay on Script Shadow. Later, cat dog. Take it easy. Wah. The Wario laugh. Yeah, the Allison Parker knows. Yeah, I've given up. Given it up. Stock mode 5,000. What good mom and Susan is. Nope. What's up, Bookfish? How's it going? Practice getting back to grinding that novel. Get back to grinding that novel. It's true. It's true. Practice is good, though. Practice is good, indeed. I'm a big practice fan. Maybe at the end I'll read through them all. At the end of the stream, I'll read through them all and switch to playing a few games of Battle Right. If I can. Oh, let me see. How's my word count? There we go. Not too bad. 1,000 words tonight. At least I'm pacing faster. Practice is doing. It's true. But you have to take your risks. So in this one. Just to give you context, we're doing some exercises. So one is stream of consciousness. The other is one long sentence. And those are the writing exercises. Shake my head. From the door, everybody's stopping beer, shouting voices, busy tables of the trashy. Time to watch Better Call Saul. Have a good one, Casey. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. And what is this? Yeah, practice? I know. Shame. Itanshi, what's going on? Long time no see. Hi there. Hello. Generally, I went for a long drive and found a Dunkin' Donuts that promised a 24-hour drive-thru, but it was closed? That's horrible. That is horrible. Later, Casey. Take care. Brightly lit, no one home. Maybe if the drive-thru is open, that sometimes happens, where they won't, like the dining room will be closed, but the drive-thru will be open. But I'm sure you probably checked that. But that is kind of weird. That is really weird. What is going on in Dunkin' Donuts these days? No, cheaper. Girls, gentlemen. Cattle. Extra water. Stews. They can't all be in the bathroom at once. That's true. I left the body counter from two angles. I actually broke in and took out cash from the register, and no one stopped me. It was weird. Just kidding. Don't do that. Do not try that at home. Do not try these things at home, my friends. I want a donut. But I do know a 24-hour walk-in donut place. Yeah, that's the great part about Pacifica is like it's so easy to get. There's a 24-hour Safeway right here that has donuts, that has everything you could ever want. Pacifica is paradise. Pacifica is paradise. Man, doing a driving day. Pretty lame, so yeah, it's pretty lame out here, but we make do. We make do. It's been beginning a bit itchy, been driving a long way out, maybe 265 miles more in a car that day. Just wanted to see something new, eat in a new place. That's the best part. I think road trips and driving is it's an extremely satisfying, relaxing thing. I used to do that a lot back in Texas. I feel like it's a very American thing, though. You may not necessarily be American, but I know road tripping is something that's deep in the bones. Yeah, I might do some more road trips, actually. That inspires me. So I just, yeah, maybe I'll do some more road trips. Take Fox out on a drive. She's still around. On the stream, not like still around in general. That got really grim. I'm gonna jump back inside, so I'll be right back. Down. I like it. I'm glad you're down. We'll do it. We'll do a little road trip, Foxy. Go out and find some hidden donut place somewhere. I actually like that idea. I think it's a good one. Itanchi. I keep wanting to say Ilkami, but I think that's somebody else. I think that's a good plan. Hunt for donuts. If there's anything I will hunt for, it is donuts. If there's anything that'll get me off my butt hunting for something, it will be candy or donuts. Alright. I digress. my. Oh man, this is a mess of tenses. I keep on switching back to like past tense. Thoughts for me. Shake my head and press on the door. Hurry to the shopping beer. Shining ways. I remember. Then she left the Black City. She decided this was better as opposed to singing with the landowners. Landowners with fat lipstick stomachs, fat from real beef, no cheap rye bread for these gentlemen. They saw cattle. I saw cattle in wells. Tasted serious as a young jerky. In years, not since my dad left. To try and save the family from what crap good that did us. Having to work bars, but no, he wouldn't think about that. I won't think about that. Think about that. That was last day in prison. That is the last day in prison. Might still be alive. Shares. Lines in my genetic code. His family. I know that, but still, he didn't go and get himself killed. Got himself killed. He wasn't. Alright, that's all I'm going to do on that one. 667, how's it going? Willkommen. How's touring? How's life? How is ghost bathing? Hopefully good. I'm going to grab a little bit more water. Nice. I hope SF is one of the stops. One of our viewers is gonna maybe play at Slim's. He's in a metal band.
Gonna play with Slims?
Yeah.
Nice.
And in September, he's gonna get us tickets.
I'm down.
Yeah.
As long as I can headbang and drink whiskey, I'm fine.
Yeah, they're like black metal, like kind of similar to Opeth.
Done.
Yeah. We got a team here, 667. Making this happen. Pumped. Let me see if I can find your... Oh, DNA Lounge. Sorry, DNA Lounge. Yeah, next to Slims. 2 dates. Boom. Yep. Here, I'll Slack you their channel. Boom. All right. It's game time here. Time to sign the third one. Oh, I see. Yeah, DNA Lounge, September 6th. Sweet. I'm pumped. Pumped. Boo. Chapter 1. Recruiting. Boom. So we'll see. Doing another little chapter here. Bookfish. Very likely I will. Nice. Yeah, I guess you are playing in Bookfish's neighborhood, so that's pretty awesome. Only one time in the Netherlands. The one time I make it there. The Admiral of Books. Yeah. Gotta medal out. Get the jams going. Recruiting. Building a team. Building a team starts with the people. Finding the right talent. Those who share the same vision. Company to truly. Building these terms with the people. Finding the right talent. Those who share the same vision. Allows the company to truly transcend what's possible. Transcend expectations. Is your vision a cell phone app? Computer program. Huh. Characters that fight. These are not video games. Loyalty based company. Also, if anybody wants to see what I'm working on and what I've written, I've written 2 writing prompts tonight, different writing exercises tonight. And if you want to see what those exercises were, let me know and I'll whisper you the actual exercise and what I wrote. So there's a little bit above here. So the first one we did was a 1-sentence story, so a story in 1 sentence. Second was a stream of consciousness kind of attempt, which I don't think worked as well as the first one. And then this one is going to be like it's kind of like a mixed genre piece, like just test. So pretty much writing the first page or 2 of these things, getting a feel for it and how I like them, and just practicing some new skills, trying some different voices and different elements. Later, Smishmosh, Allison Parker. Have a good one. Hope your writing goes well, and congrats again on kicking butt with Log. That's so cool. I'm really just like super pumped and excited. And yeah, well done. And have a good night. Just so anybody else who didn't know, Smishmosh, Allison Parker's screenplay Log won a contest of $10,000 to produce it. So that's pretty cool stuff. Pretty exciting. It sounds like it evolved quite a bit. I remember I read an early draft, and it was fun to see all that awesome work pay off. Might smash fish, book smash. Sleep well, Parker. That sounds so sinister for some reason. I don't know why. I'm just a bad person. Learning outcomes. and will feel confident in approaching candidates about recruiting opportunities at my company. Be able to identify, to share my vision. Clear, short manner that allows share my vision in a clear, short manner that allows possible employees to get a clear understanding of the product, the team's goals, Oh, this is one of the Foxy Lady's riddles. It's very hard. This riddle, though. I think it's like laundry or something. I forget. It's a tricky riddle. I don't remember. I remember Fox looked up the hardest possible riddles. Dakimuraka. Dakimakura. I don't know what that is, but it sounds amazing. It sounds very scary. Sounds like it would kick my ass. Often with a picture of a cute enemy girl. Oh. Now she takes a picture. Oh, that's right. It's a lover's pillow. Could be a guy now. I mean, it's your riddle. I don't remember all my riddles. You better be right. I think it's taking a picture and developing it, which makes sense. That's a good one. I forgot about that. We should do an exclamation point riddle. That's gosh, I knew it was something like that. I had chat delay there. I had it. I'm in truth a yellow fork from tables in the sky. Oh, this one's kind of easy. This one's an easy riddle. I want to know the answer. Dakimakura. That's a pretty funny concept. I've never heard of a Dakimakura before. I heard of a guy who married a pillow, but I guess that he must have married an anime character and he had a representative pillow. But you know, living life in Japan, the good life. Anyways, I will be able to share my vision in a clear and short manner that allows a clear, concise manner. Possible employees to get an understanding of the product, an immediate understanding of the product, the team's goals, and the company's vision for world impact. Develop a few basic selling techniques. Allow me to properly Yes, there's talent. Light? Oh, that's not completely right. It's close. It's half right, quite literally half right. It is not light. Not light yet. Yes, that is right, Digiware. Ding, ding, ding. Lightning. We have a winner. Also, if you guys want writing tips, I think it's writing tip. Whoop. Boom. Nice, the calling book. Well done. I'm excited to read it. I have to read your first book, but yes, I absolutely can. If you send it to me right now, I will pause and edit it because I've been a bad boss and I've been lazy on your work. Send them on over. I'm sold. I'm gonna use the restroom while you do that, and then I'll be right back. I'll put on a brief. Bum, 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 bum. All right, I'm back. Yes, feel free to send over those first few pages. Just so you know, this stream will be saved. So I'm saving this recording because I'm trying to apply. Probably not going to happen, but I'm trying to apply for the Twitch Prime where they let me do all the other fun stuff, all the little cool toys. I'm a tech nerd, so I love the toys. So I'm going to record this stream. So if you're cool with your paragraphs being up, okay, yeah, cool. Just making sure. Yeah, I always just want to be extra careful, especially with other people's work. I want to be extra careful with that. Yeah. Let me log into Final Boss Gmail. Also, if any of you any of the other kind folks have work you'd like us to edit on the weekends, I'm 2 weeks away from finishing grad school this semester. So what that means is I'm going to have a ton more time to edit, which is really exciting. So yeah, I'm pretty pumped. You guys should get excited. Because it means that I will actually get through my queue. Now is a great time to start filling it. Last time I was on break, we did 6 or 7 edits. So I won't be graduating. Next year, I have another 2 years, but I have 2 weeks for the semester. And summer vacation is much longer. So over Christmas vacation, the Foxy lady and I accomplished quite a bit of editing, and I plan to do the same thing over the upcoming vacation. So feel free to submit work now, and you'll probably be on the top of the list. So thank the heavens. I'm really excited for a little breather. This boss gets sleepy sometimes. Okay, so because Microsoft Word, I don't know if this is me being a noob or something, but Microsoft Word does not normally render in OBS. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this over here. And then I'll send you this link. Swoop. I like it like that. I'll just do cool. The carpet near room 132 tremored beneath Eric's feet. I don't know if I'm saying that right. His movement pulsed against his sneakers. I'm just going to do a few word choice things because I'm OCD. This movement. Or to say it. It pulsed against his sneakers. Or you can even be more specific, like tiles. Like you could even do tiles pulsed against his fingers, the tiles, whatever. You don't have to necessarily have all these connecting tissue up his legs, comma, to his core. He held the straps of his backpack. He held his backpack straps. He concentrated. On their way to class. It wasn't the first time he'd noticed it. Both teachers and friends thought him crazy. Thought he was crazy. Thought him crazy. When he made them stand in the spot to show them. No one else could feel it. At least that's what they told him. But every day he passed by room 132, the history classroom. He had to stop. To check it out. And each day, I'm not doing as many detailed blended things. That's just the first paragraph is more just an example. I always try to do it early on. Each day, the shaking grew more noticeable. He wished he could find just one other person who could feel it, but even Elijah dismissed it as fantasy. I wonder if there's a way to show that. Kind of already do. With the attempts he's made. So yeah, one thing to think about is like that like wish desire of like he wants to see what it is. I think that's really good. I would just really showcase, try to make that as visual as possible. Like where he's like standing there and like watching people as they pass room 132, or maybe he goes to the other side of the hallway and like, because maybe he thought those people were lying to him, so now he's just like watching as people pass by to see if someone jumps. Like those are good ways to show that he's trying to like solve this. Oh, I'm behind on chat. Shame on me. Word win. What's up? Got a bunch of viewers and hosts. Go figure. I was playing a game today. What's up, Word win? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have to write my work first. I know. Same here, Bookfish. Time goes by like that. Yes, hopefully I'll be a better editor for you all as I do more class. Things like Aaron with an IC. Oh, Eric. Oh, Eric. I see. I was playing a game today. That's awesome, Word win. Back in a bit. You look like an idiot, right? Foley approached Eric. His hair stood like frosted porcupine. His hair stood. I don't know. He was joined by Zulu Posse, Sand and Clay. One thing to think about too is, even in middle grade, like longer sentences are okay. Like, yeah, longer sentences are good because whenever you have these like subject verb, your reader, you will create rhythm without intending it usually, and your reader will start to feel that. So when you have these like tight loops of subject verb in short sentences, it's harder to vary your rhythm. So then the read feels very da-dum, 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 da-dum. Foley approached Eric. His hair stood like frost porcupine kills. He was joined by the usual posse, Sand and Clay. It's shaking, said Eric. It's shaking, Foley jeered. He grabbed Eric by the collar. So like you're kind of keeping this like. So you do want to try to combine that. I gave you that example, which is like, you're looking an idiot, right? Eric saw the frosted tips of Foley's spiked hair first as he strutted down the hallway, flanked by his posse, Sand and Clay. That's like a bad example, but like those are the ways you can kind of start combining those and creating these longer images that have a little bit more varied rhythm in a sentence level, and then also maybe a little bit more depth because you're associating things. Longer sentences create more associations than shorter sentences. I would actually rewrite that a little bit. Eric saw Foley's frosted tips. Yeah, whatever. I think I shouldn't overthink too much. Alright, so well, he's spiked hair. Spiked hair is frosted tips bouncing over the nearby lawn because he rounded the corner wearing his traditional black shirt. And so then you can add some tension too, you know, like Sandon and Clay flanked him, cutting off Eric's exit. You know, it's shaking, said Eric. And he grabbed Eric by the collar and shoved him on the ground. Leave me alone. I books in his bag, took the brunt of the fall. But a crowd gathered to see what happened. Everyone look, Sully said. I'm Eric. He raised his arms to his sides as if he was walking a tightrope and shook his body. It's an earthquake. I swear, guys, I can feel it. Students who stopped to witness the commotion giggled and whispered to each other. Eric pulled himself to his feet and found that the circle had formed to keep him from leaving. He bowed his head and squeezed his eyes. His Finch clenched at his sides. The only way to remain calm would be to focus on breathing, in and out, in and out. Why does he want to remain calm? I would wonder. Oops. Doing some creative writing review, eh? Yes, Majin Buu, yes. Just a little quick mini one in the middle of a writing stream. So I was actually one of his flaws. I see one of his flaws. So he wants to remain calm because it's one of his flaws. I need to see more. Like I need to see him. I need to see his interior reaction to Foley. So Foley pushes him on the ground, and then in his head he's like, "Oh no, the big bad bully's coming to get me. What am I gonna do?" So like, I just need to because you know, if I know this is a book about magic, I could assume that he's trying to like not hurt this kid with his power. So he's trying to say, "Oh no, this bully pushed me around, but I can't get mad because if I do, I'm gonna." There's gonna be so much power that I have that's gonna hurt him that I'll get exposed as a wizard and then even more trouble. It's a bad example, but you need to show me what his thoughts are so I know what expectations I should get out of that scene. So he gets pushed on the ground and he's like, "Oh brother, like another bully, I just have to like lay down and take it." Or he's like, "Oh no, I'm gonna be so embarrassed." Like, what is he worried about when this happens? You're gonna want to show that through his interior thoughts. Play, check it out. There's something here. Oh my God! Somebody help! The forces are too strong. Eric peeked from his tense eyelids to see Clay faking a fall to the ground. Laughter followed from those around. Eric lowered his head. Is that still wet? Rip.
It's not perfectly dry.
That doesn't matter. I'll just.
Do you care if I take it out?
Yeah, start wherever.
Mostly because all my socks are cold. I think I need to try to delivery.
Go. Step back.
Okay.
Alright, that should.
Beautiful.
Yeah, sorry. The curse of ADD is that I get distracted. Later, Majin. Have a good one. Switching from host to get started. Take care. Alright. I don't know if I missed some questions there. Let me see. I see you're back at grad school. Solid insights to the man. See on the host. Got to get some editing done for a fan. Very cool. Hope you got some work on the book done. I did indeed. Yes, back in the grad school game. You seen DB? Just finished the universe versus 6 versus 7 tournament. It's pretty good. Oof. And I might play some Battle right after this. All this talk about games is tempting me. Clay, check it out. There's something here. Oh my god, somebody help me. The forces are too strong. Faking a fall to the ground, Eric lowered his head once more and huddled into himself. He had nowhere else to go. Every muscle in his body flexed and turned beneath his skill, leaving him rigid and trembling. Stop being jerks, Laney emerged from a sea of faces. So good. So we have conflict here, which is awesome. BTW. In the process of being diagnosed with ADHD, it's not official yet, but the lady testing out says I'm pretty much, guaranteed. The premiere of American God. Ooh, really? I've been wanting to read the book, so I was going to try to read the books first, but maybe the show is better. It's on Stars. Oh, I don't have Stars. Damn. Maybe I'll wait till I can just buy like the little pack, which is weird because it almost costs as much to, buy the pack as it does to just get a subscription to Stars. Stars Ian McLean. Yeah. Interesting. Maybe I'll watch the trailer. Ooh. Interesting. Maybe I'll watch it. Yeah. I gotta get my game on in terms of my TV shows. I haven't watched enough TV lately. It's been really sad. It requires no download. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, the download stuff is troublesome because once you start seeding that, you get in some trouble. Somebody help me. The forces are too strong. Yeah. So I like this conflict. I like this conflict a lot. Great start to the story. I'm somewhat curious to get more depth in his goal and obstacle. So you have a good goal, which is, Eric wants to get other people to understand what's going on with the floor. But I don't know why Eric cares, so I want to see his interior. But besides the fact that it's a strange phenomenon, I want to see why Eric cares about sharing his discovery with other people. I do want to see, I think I like the idea of there's something going on and only one person can see it. I think that's awesome. I like the conflict. So yeah, I think it's a good start. I think this is awesome. I think you do need to bring interiority in. Remember, novels more sentimental. Yeah, that's absolutely true. That's absolutely, yeah. I think that's a good summary. The introspection, the interiority is really, 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 really important. Otherwise, it'll feel like you're watching a TV show where you're just a camera panning around. But remember to jump into their heads. Just tell us what he's thinking. And you don't even have to write like he thought. You can just you can write description in his voice. I actually wrote a blog post on interiority on Final Boss. And thankfully, I only have 5 blog posts because I haven't written them in forever. So I will give that to you. There's even more probably to know about interiority. Interiority to express a character's thoughts. Boom. Later, Majin. Take care. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. The description just written. Don't italicize for something for a younger audience. I think you can, but it has to be it's not going to be page long. Older audiences, if you read Miss Dalloway, which is the example here, older audiences can do pages of interiority. They can go off on tangents and la 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 la, and the older person will keep up. And they can think about their thoughts, and they'll be like, I think that person's pretty. I really want to take them out on a date. And then they're like, why? But I already have spent so much money, I don't think I can do that. And they can go on these long tangents. Whereas I think in a kid's mind, it's usually shorter. We're like, I think that girl's pretty. I want to go out on a date so everyone thinks I'm popular. And they go and do it. Like, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. Honestly, I would not try to change. I would try to write your best and not try to change too much of your voice or style for your audience yet. Let the publisher do that after they fall in love with your book. I would say write whatever style is going to help you get the best story told or tell the story in the best way. So yeah, and young people aren't dumb. Like, they're smart. Kids are real smart. They'll be able to keep up even with some harder, more advanced work. But yeah, I mean, Harry Potter, like you hear Harry thinking about how he hates Dudley and thinking about how he wants to go on, like even in the middle grade version of Harry Potter, like, Sorcerer's Stone, he's thinking about all these things he wants. He's like, oh, I want to go and, go to the zoo with Dudley. I want to get in the zoo with Dudley. So he's got a lot of interiority going on. I would go, and this is up to you, but I always, it's always, they say whenever you're writing, it's 10-1. Read 10, write 1. So, like, read 10 books of a certain genre before you write one in there. That's a lot. I mean, maybe 5 is fine. But I would go through Harry Potter and just highlight one of the chapters from his perspective. Like, do a highlight of scene description. Maybe, like, one color is scene description. One color is, action, just like what's going on. One color is interiority, what he's thinking and how she's bringing the interiority in. And then, she uses a really strong narrative voice. So then that can be like her voice. You can do another color. But just like go through and highlight where the interior. I did that myself for a Jim Butcher book to see how he did it. So it's very well where it helped me a lot because I was like, how do I work interiority in while not making it super boring? And that was a very helpful tool for me to do. Yeah, it's third person. It's third person limited. One thing to think about. Yeah. It's third person limited. Yeah, and yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's the best-selling book of all time in terms of, ever. So, I mean, I figure, it's a good way to, it's a good way to learn from the master. Yeah, I mean, I feel like she never went back to middle grade, which was kind of sad. British people just way better with language. Yeah, they do have those cool accents, which is tough. Yeah. She did really good on those 7 books. Her adult fiction was super, super dark. So yeah, that was interesting. Not as good as... It's definitely not post-apocalyptic. Yes, yes. I'm taking a little break from the novel today. And I did not change my stream title. But if I go like... The middle one was post-apocalyptic. So up here, I'm doing a few exercises today. So this one was in the post-apocalyptic one. But what we're doing today is a little bit different. Where we're doing a few different exercises. This is a one-sentence story. This is a stream of consciousness attempt, and this is a mixed genre fiction kind of little thing. So 3 little exercises tonight. That's kind of what we're doing. Let me see. I'm behind on chat. But you're right. And also welcome, Miak. Welcome, welcome. I don't know if I go back to my adult dark sci-fi, is it me taking the easy way out, which I still don't think is easy at all, is writing what I'm good at, what I gravitate towards? I don't think so. I think I just wouldn't adjust your style. I think you're gonna have, you're gonna have, if you really want to get this published, you're gonna have a lot of drafts ahead of you, and you're going to need to be figuring out your characters and your storyline. I would write this story if it's a story you're passionate about, like, hell yeah. And for the age group you're passionate about. And then I would write it, and then go back and fix everything. So let's say you're like, oh, I do want to change my sentence structure. Then I would go back and edit that. And then go and change it. But I would write it first. I would just write it first, in whatever style is easiest for you to get words on the page, to be honest. I think, the goal is words on the page, so I would just write whatever will help you do that. Later, Bookfish. Hasta la tarde. Keep it real. But yeah, I would say your first priority would be to write it in a style that is fast and efficient for you. Because you don't want to do too many things at once when you're writing. You just want to focus on, a lot of people do passes where they do my plot and story pass, and then they do my dialogue pass. So I just do a whole revision on dialogue. Then I do a character draft and a whole draft on a character, and all that stuff is very common. Writing it first and looking back. I think that's completely right, Mr. Andrews. I think that's very true. And if you are writing on stream, let me know. I will follow you. I always try to follow and support other writers because I know it's a hard job, and I want to support all the other writers. So yeah, if you're a stream writer, let me know. Ooh. Excellent. First draft, yeah. Yeah, I finished the second draft of that and had people beta read it. Nice. Still being edited. I just have another idea for one. Yeah, I would just write your next novel, just start. But yeah, I think it's a great idea. I think the premise sounded really cool from what you shared yesterday, and I just want to take some time away from that first one and then edit with fresh eyes. I think that's a good idea. It's not very effective for me. I get too distracted because I really want to be productive. That's true. Indeed. It's a lot of fun. Begin. With more rum than pineapple. That. I see some activity on the chat. Thanks for the follow, LM. Much appreciated. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome, sir. Welcome. I hope the little thing went. I don't know if Streamlabs. Do I have the Streamlabs thing? No, I don't. Boo. I didn't give you the celebration you deserved. Boo. I'm going to add it. Browser source. Alert box. That's what I want. Boom, right there. And good luck with happy writing, as always. I'm done a bit more. I do usually. So these are just writing exercises tonight. So these are seat of the pants. These are just kind of for fun, getting some practice, exercising the writing muscles, as it were. But normally when I am actually doing the novel, there will be much more structure and a lot more plotting things out. Usually a really good idea to outline. Really good idea to outline and edit, I would say. It just lets you focus on making it sound good as opposed to what's happening and making it sound good. I feel like the goal for an early draft is to have as few balls to juggle as possible. You're going to be doing a lot. You're going to be telling the story. You're going to be figuring out how the characters sound. You're going to be figuring out who the characters are, their background, blah, 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 blah. And that's why outlining and, having character profiles written out and stuff is really good, because then you take out the character thing you're juggling. You're like, oh, cool. I only have to worry about the, making it sound good now, or the scene dynamics, or building tension. And, there's a lot of stuff, or just making the emotion really come across. But yes, I am a very, very heavy outliner. I'm a fan of outlining. An addict, as it were. buddies from McKinsey were working on. It was an easy sell. Yeah, just chilling.
How many houses you got?
6 homies right now. A few people have gone to bed. This is Papa Chase.
It's cracking.
He's another skilled editor, and he's also a very good storyteller in D&D campaigns. He's our GM in D&D, which we will stream on Sundays usually, but we've been on a bit of a hiatus lately due to life.
Due to life, moving, all kinds of fun stuff. So
Yeah,
we'll get back to it
soon. I'm
Soon.
counting the days.
soon. TM.
In the meantime, we might do some one-offs, which are a lot of fun, which I'm pretty excited about. You guys like D&D? D&D fans out there? Close out all those. Oh, I gotta send you my notes. Sorry. Shame on me. I'll do that later. Sorry. I was like, why did I have that open still? Oops. Shift Control T? I guess not. Not gonna work today. Deal. Sold. Yeah, if you have any short stuff or even chapters you want us to take a look at, feel free to hit us up. Always available to take a look. It's something I love doing, and I'm a huge fan of getting editors. I think I've gotten editors for my work. It's really important. You know, you're gonna put a lot of time into something. It's worth it to invest in it. So, friend had a birthday. I replace every adverb with pizza. It's a good idea. It's the way to do it. Some adverbs are necessary. If they really are necessary, they're necessary, but most of them aren't. My buddy Adam was having a birthday party. Replace every adverb with pizza cat or nyan cat. Yeah. Check the Facebook invite before. Get some sleep. Later, Wordwin. Take care. Thanks for hanging out. As always. Yeah, I'm going to be angling to bed pretty soon as well. A little sleepy. So sleepy. But still pushing on. Jog on. Yeah, you can tell my chat participation is like slowly. It's 11:50. Maybe I'll go till midnight. See what happens. But I cranked tonight. We got a lot done, guys. We got 1,700 words done tonight. Boom. I wish I could write that fast on my novel. I don't know why I write like 10 times as slow on that damn thing. But I think it's because I'm actually trying to make it make sense instead of just like throwing some stuff out there. Easy to throw stuff out there. Hard to make it make sense. Hard to do the latter. Anyways, yeah, my novel writing speed is like quarter pace of that, but whatever. I can imagine it me recruiting a team of the best people I'd ever. Have you published a book yet? I have not. So I used to do screenwriting. Actually, only just recently started writing prose. So in screenwriting, I started, talking to producers, getting things moving forward on a few scripts. But one of the challenges is in screenwriting, you have to get people to give you a lot of money. To actually produce the script, and I didn't like that. I didn't like having to just like only with screenwriting you end up with a blueprint. So I switched to prose a little while back, and I started writing a novel, and I'm still working on that novel. So hopefully she'll be done soon. And I signed up for grad school in creative writing most recently, so we'll see what happens. I'm excited. So this is actually some exercises, just some good ways to push the writing bandwidth a little bit. sounds like screenwriting is harder to sell than a book, maybe. I feel like it's different. I feel like you can make a really good living as a screenwriter, but never get a movie produced. Like there are screenwriters out there today that have written screenplays that make have nice houses, make a great living, but not one of their stories has ever been put on screen. So I felt like that was a pretty unsatisfactory thing for me. And one of the things I think is really interesting is that you probably have a higher likelihood now of getting a screenplay produced if you have a book that's been successful in the first place. Like look at The Martian and all these things that are actually getting made. So yeah, I honestly think that I kind of want whatever story I tell to be actually experienced. So yeah, if I was going to do screenwriting still, I'd probably produce it myself, which is kind of a hassle, but doable. But yeah, there's a lot of hoops to jump through, as it were. I do want to write another screenplay again soon, though. It's been too long. It's been too long. One point I was bouncing on a friend of mine, Eric. And somebody put my English on the screen, something to me. Nice meeting you too. Thanks for hanging out, Elemanders. Sorry about the late night, but yeah, it is getting to be midnight over here as well. Take care. Thanks for hanging out, and hopefully see you again soon on the stream. Thanks for the follow. And if you do stream writing, I will follow just in case, because you never know. The more, the better. All right. A few more minutes left here. Yes, indeed. It is getting late in the Twitch land. I'm surprised you brave souls are still hanging out after all this time. I'm kind of sleepy myself. Oops. Wrong button. That's what I want. But life continues. Writing continues. Alrighty. Well, folks, I think we're here at the final hour. I am sleepy. It's been a full, long day. And we finished this darn writing thing, which is awesome. So we're going to call it. We're going to call it tonight. But it's been good. It's been fun hanging out with y'all. Nice little Twitch evening. Thanks for letting me buckle down there and just crank to the end. Let me know if you want to see, if you're still online, if you want to see the results of this evening. I think we ended up at, what's our word count? Wow, 1,900 words, guys. That's almost 2,000 words. 2,000 words. I'm actually really surprised. Turns out when I'm not writing a novel, I actually write quite quickly. When I am writing a novel, I go like 1,000 times slower. Weird. Anyways, that is that. It was a great session tonight. It was fun hanging out with y'all. I am going to bed. I know. 19. I know, it was a pretty god tier sesh. Got my whole creative responses done in one night. I like that. Now I only have to do a final paper. Beautiful. Anyways, I'm going to find someone to host. And then I will probably give Fox a quick call on Google Hangouts because she's very patient and kind and probably is like, where I'm going to find someone to host. Boyfriend. She often probably wonders that. Let me do following. Oh yeah, you guys can actually see me picking someone to host. I'll do this on a different window so it doesn't get distracting. Because I know it's probably schizo. Well, doodly. Whoa, look at Imagine Boo. We got someone who's editing a screenplay for reals. I'm going to go ahead and host him. You all take care tonight. Have a good one. I'm off. Hasta la tarde.